guys, it's Gigi. Welcome back to my channel. I asked you guys on Twitter what kind of video you want to see, and a lot of you guys said another story time, so I had to really dig deep in my brain for this one because this happened actually quite a long time ago. I'd say, a few months ago. And a little disclaimer, I love Kris Jenner. She was just as much of a powerhouse, amazing, beautiful energy, yet such a boss-ass bitch in real life as I would have hoped she would be. So let me just say that. But yes, we did discuss my period, which is really awkward because I am transgender and nope, don't have one of those. So let's rewind and go all the way back to the beginning. So my manager reached out to me and he said that Cocktails with Khloe Kardashian's show, wanted to have me as a guest on Cocktails with Khloe. And I was such a huge fan of that show. I literally watched every episode. So I'm so sad that it's not on anymore. But you might be asking yourself, we never saw you on Cocktails with Khloe. That's because it never ended up happening. So the night before we were supposed to film, I had my outfit all ready. I had my alarm set, girl. I was so stoked. Lil' Kim was also supposed to be on my episode, like as a guest as well. So I was so excited to just like see her, meet her, breathe the same air as her. And also it was an actor from the show Empire, which I love. I forget which one it was. I think it might have been the gay one. Anyways, so I wake up, I'm so stoked. I'm like, yes, it's Cocktails with Khloe day. I get to meet her, I get to meet Lil' Kim, get to fucking be on the show, like it's gonna be a party. My makeup artist comes over, we start glamming. I get a call from my manager and I'm like, oh, look at that. I wonder what he wants. I wonder if there's another TV opportunity. And he tells me that Cocktails with Khloe is not gonna be happening. She's extremely sick and the show is canceled for the day. So I was like devastated. I'm like, are you kidding me? I was like so excited for this. And literally was getting ready for it and now it's canceled. Like that's just so annoying, you know what I mean? But I obviously totally understood. I feel like she is a very, very busy woman. So, for her to call something off because she is so exhausted, I think she said she was at the time, completely understand, was just bummed because I was looking forward to meeting her, Lil' Kim, and Empire homie. And my makeup artist and I kind of just looked at each other. She was like literally mid-beat, was blending my shadow and she was like, well, what am I here for? Do you still want to glam? What are you gonna do today? I was like, yeah, it's early. Let's just do makeup and we'll just, I'll just have my makeup cute for the day. So about 10, 15 minutes later, I get another call from my manager and I was like, is it back on? Oh my God, I'm so excited. So I opened it up and he was like, so we just got an invite for you to go to Kris Jenner's house because Kylie was launching her lip gloss line that day. So I was like, oh my God, day totally turned around. Of course, yes, 100%. Count me in. I have seen Kris Jenner on TV for years now and I am not ashamed to say I was hella excited to meet her, let alone go to her house. So my manager is explaining to me, he's like, well, it's happening pretty soon. You need to go pretty much right now. So, I got ready extra fast and I actually met up with my friend Carly Bybel, who is also here on YouTube. She was living in the same building as me at the time and we were literally on the same floor. So I went over and I hung out with her and her boyfriend Brett, and then Carly and I headed to Calabasas together to meet at Chris's house for Kylie's event. So we get there, we're all kind of chilling in the lobby area. We're sampling the lip glosses and all that stuff, and there's Kris Jenner and I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And she looks even better in person. It's sick. Those people that just look better in real life? I know some people that I see online or whatever, and then I meet them in real life. I'm like, damn, you look fucking good in real life, girl. That is Kris Jenner. And I remember Carly and I were taking a selfie in the mirror of her lobby, the famous lobby with the checkered floor and all that stuff. And Kris actually walked behind us and I was like, oh my God, this is so weird. So I was like, oh my God, I really feel can I take a picture here? I feel a little bit awkward. And she goes, Gigi, you can do whatever you want, honey. I was like, oh. Don't tempt me, honey. Someone like me being told I can do whatever I want, that is bad news bears, bitch. So yeah, we were chilling in the lobby and then it was time to go out and eat lunch or whatever. So we all made our way through the kitchen outside in the backyard. Beautiful spread of flowers and there was champagne whole bit, so pretty. Oh, and all the other beauty girls were there as well too. Literally every single person there, everyone was face beat down. So we're all sitting there and we're kind of just talking whatever. I was like, I don't really know many people here, but I'm gonna make the most of it and just be spontaneous and fun. Before we get into the whole period conversation, I remember I had to pee so bad because I kept on just drinking water and champagne and everyone kept on just filling my shit up. So I was like, Kris, full interrupted her in our conversation and I was like, this is gonna be so awkward. I was like, can I please use the restroom? She was like, oh my God, yes, of course, honey. Just back there, do you see that door? And I looked and it was the side of the house. And she goes, do you see that wooden door? And I was like, yeah, like the red one or whatever color it was, which was the side door leading into the house, like their house. So she goes, no, not that door, the one beside it, behind the tree. And I was like, oh, that door. Right. And I started gagging, girl. I was like, oh, perfect. Kris Jenner is sending me to an outhouse right now. This is amazing. Not allowed to pee inside the house. You gotta go outside the house like an animal or something. And then when I got up out my chair, she's like, oh, we actually just had it built. You're gonna be the first person to use it. I was like, I'm gonna drop a deuce in the Kardashian outhouse, girl. What a way to go down in history. And as I'm walking up, and it's a long ass walk, girl, I like through stone, there's steps, there's all this shit. I'm seeing this outhouse closer up, and it's not an outhouse at all. It's like this gorgeous, huge building, so new, candle lit in the corner, expecting guests. Like it was like not an outhouse. So I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm like gonna be the first person. This is actually an honor. So after I handled all my business in the bathroom, walked back to the table, we were eating whatever, people were talking, and Kris asks me, she goes, Gigi, what's a day in your life? Like, I'm curious. So we're talking, you know, I get that she wanted to like, you know, get to know the people there. And I thought that that was really, really sweet that she had asked me that. So we're talking about like, you know, day-to-day stuff. And there was a girl to my right. So the sitting situation was me, this girl, another girl, and then Kris Jenner at the head of the table. But it was like a, you know, like a 25, 30 person table. So I just happened to be close to Kris. So we were within talking distance. We were speaking over a few people. And the girl to my right, I completely forget her name. From what I remember, I wish I made this video sooner to get full on script, honey, because this was a priceless moment. For somebody like me to be in, it was just hilarious. I actually brought up my documentary, which I'm doing with YouTube Red, to Kris. And we're talking about it, and I said something along the lines like to her of, I'm sure you know, girl, what it's like waking up to cameras every day because you have your TV show. And she's like, yes, girl, you don't even know. Some days aren't the best, but you just, you know, you roll with the punches. And I was like, oh my God, same. Some days I didn't want to film. We were kind of just talking about that. So she interjects and she says, oh, that must just be the worst when it's, you know, that time of the month or you're PMSing and you just don't want to talk to anyone. You don't want any cameras around. I didn't want to add anything to what she said. I just wanted it to end right there. So I just gave a, yeah, those PMS days, girl. Got me down. And then Kris agrees and she says something like, oh yeah, every day is not the easiest, but you gotta do what you gotta do and you know, they're gonna come regardless, so you just have to make the most of it. Kind of dismissing the whole period vibe. Then the girl to my right straight up goes, oh my God, and my cramps are the worst sometimes. Gigi, like how are your cramps? Like when you get your period, like how do you handle it? I was like, oh my God, I wanted to, like, God smite me dead in this moment. I don't want to be talking about my period because obviously I don't have a period. And it's like, this girl clearly just didn't get it. It didn't click with her. I don't know if she knew. I don't know anything. It was just literally like an, oh my God, kill me moment. I mean, I didn't want to be like, oh, I don't have periods. Enjoy your salad though, girl. So I was obviously gagging inside and I had no idea what to say. I look over at Kris and she has like sunglasses on, so I didn't know exactly like where she was looking, but she leans in to the conversation. I was like, yeah, sometimes my cramps are bad. Looking back in the moment, I probably should have said, girl, I don't have a period, hello, but it was just really awkward and I felt like I just, I don't know, you know that those moments where you're just like, ugh. So Kris adds, oh my God, like that, those are just the worst when you have really, really bad cramps. And at this point, I am literally pinching my thigh under the table, like, please, can we stop talking about periods? This is so awkward. I'm at a table full of people, 80% of which I don't know. I'm at the Kardashian house for the first time talking to Kris Jenner about my fake period. For the love of God, just smite me dead. Then the girl to her right, or someone around this end of the table, goes, actually, I need a tampon right now. Gigi, do you have one? Bitch, no, I don't. I literally have never, ever had a tampon on me in my life. So what would make you think that I have one now? Like, God, what did I do? Come on, karma. I just remember it being so awkward. Like, I was like, how long can we talk about period for? Because I want to get out of here. Why couldn't I have been at that outhouse when this went down? But other than that, my time at Kris Jenner's house was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for having me. Obviously, I really appreciated the invite and I had an amazing time. So yes, that is all for today's story story time video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Can't wait to see what you guys say down in the comments. And until I see you guys next time, stay gorgeous.